and welcome to our charity stream, Call of Cthulhu, a novels adventure version. We are being joined by three amazing authors who are all relatively new to role-playing games. So they're going to be going into a wonderful session of Call of Cthulhu pulp version because they're new and fresh, and we want them to stay alive at least until, next week. So they're going to have a little more hit points, a little more luck, but they might also need your donations for our charity to help them succeed in this wonderful game. My name is Anniek. I go by she, they pronouns. I will be the keeper tonight, which means I will be playing everyone. The other three are not playing, and I get to run the world, as they say. We will be raising money tonight for Project Hope, a humanitarian charity. They are currently focusing their efforts on the Gaza Strip, but also still helping out in Ukraine, Sudan. They're just a wonderful organization, sending aid to lots of people, which is why we've decided to support their efforts today. You can bring up incentives for your donations in chat. For now, though, thank you for waiting a little longer for our start time. We had some tech gremlins messing us up, but we are good to go now. So we are going to go around and have our fabulous players very briefly introduce themselves, tell you who they're playing, and then we're going to dive into our little adventure. I'm going to go the same way around the Zoom as I did previously, so Mel, if you would like to start us off.
Hello, I'm Mel. I write as CM Rosens, and I am playing Clem Wells, and the pronouns tonight are she, her.
Thank you very much. Jamison.
Hello, I'm Jamison Shea, a YA horror author of By Feeder to the Beast and the Beast is Me, and I will be playing Delphinium Rowe, pronouns they, she.
Thank you. And last but certainly not least, Morgan.
Hi, I'm Morgan. I'm going to be playing Miriam Wraith, and my pronouns are they, them.
Thank you very much. We start this wonderful adventure with none of our investigators, as these characters are called, knowing about each other yet. However, they are all being contacted by the same person. You receive identical telegraphs, and someone requires your assistance. For those of you in Roll 20, the telegraph is currently up on your screen. Morgan, it should be in Discord for you. I will also read it because we have, of course, viewers who might be interested in what we're up to. Professor Lionel Finch from Arkham is telegraphing, "Dear friend, I wish to prevail upon you to represent me in a most urgent and delicate matter. I am stuck chairbound again and need help to be my eyes and ears. It may prove nothing more than a hoax, but if not, I fear for the future. Sorry for limited info. Matter confidential. I will speak more of this in person. Please come and see me ASAP. I will pay all expenses," always a perk, "and a generous fee. Back again. We have sadly concluded that Morgan cannot continue playing tonight. We wish them well, of course, but the tag goblins sadly have beaten us. However, we will be continuing with Jamison and Mel, who finished reading the telegraphs in their respective rooms. And I would like to start by asking Delphinium, you have the telegraph in your hand. You have a request, a well-paying request. What's going through Delphinium's mind right now?
Well, I like money. That's it. I am a cat burglar.
Perfect.
And so it sounds like my friend has money for me, something to steal.
Yep. So you're going straight away?
Absolutely.
Perfect.
On my way.
Excellent. I mean, a cat burglar has many skills, although we did already discuss not much in the way of survival.
No, none at
but
all.
at least a job's a job. And you are on your way to... it's the 1930s. I'm pretty sure you're going to have to catch a train.
I'm at the train station right now.
Beautiful. Mel, is Clem just as organized and prepared and ready to go, or is it a slightly different scene?
Clem is not organized and ready to go. Clem's partner, Millicent, is sorting her out. But will probably be left at home to deal with all of the stuff. But Clem is a film star and a thrill seeker. So I think she is also right on the train. She's going. Just needs a little bit of like somebody else to organize her entire diary and life to get her there, which is her partner Millicent's job. Her companion.
But we're leaving
life partner.
And they were roommates.
Yeah. And they were yes.
But Millicent's staying behind.
She is. Yeah, she has to sort out like the rest of my life.
So I think as you're being so Millicent's obviously taking you to the train station.
Yes.
And as you're being guiding you to the correct platform, making sure you have your suitcase, tucking little envelopes in place. Okay, if you lose this cash, here's the rest of the cash. Don't lose your ID. Here's your itinerary. Don't forget to tell the conductor when you have to get off the train, and they will remind you. Yes.
Yes, this is real life. Yes.
Player bleed. Okay. A very efficient pair of investigators answering the call straight away. You are requested to attend the meeting with this person. Let's leave it at person. Let's not complicate things yet. At the same time, which means that you would be running into each other for the first time as I'll specify it now, hot butler asks you to wait in the lobby for just a little bit. I'm gonna assume, correct me if I'm wrong, that Delphinium arrives first, being the more punctual one, whereas Clem is still trying to find the front door, probably. Yep. Saw a cute hat in a shop window. Might be 5 minutes late. So Delphinium, you arrive at this rather lovely house. Get requested by the rudely attractive butler. Like, how dare someone of his station look so cute? Asked to wait for just a little while for the other guests to arrive before you'll be meeting your new... I don't think employer is the correct word when you're hiring a cat burglar, but close enough. I think we're looking at 5 to 10 minutes at least later. Clem, what does it look like as you storm into this fancy house? How disheveled are we talking?
Fairly. But looking, I don't know, like fairly glamorous. I think she wears disheveled quite well. Just tosses the hat at the butler. Like, doesn't even look.
The kind of person
else to do that.
As soon as your hair is disheveled, it somehow looks better.
Oh yeah, it's cut that way, just to save time.
Fair enough.
Yes.
Butler expertly catches your hat, clearly used to people chucking things at him, hangs it in the coat closet, and guides you up to the study of Professor Lionel Finch. And I'm going to go ahead and ask for the first roll of today's session. I'm reminding you once again that you're aiming for under your target number. And I think we'll call this... Do either of you have any points in history? Yeah, let's make it history.
That's not fair. Okay. Cool.
Roll your D100 and see if you can get under your target number. I'm hearing giggling. I'm sure this is a good sign.
Yes, I'm sure I could get under 5. No.
Nope.
No.
I got an 89, so I definitely didn't get under 5.
No,
You know
no,
what?
that's not great.
Can I use my auto success? That someone very
You
kindly-
can absolutely use your auto success. Delphinium, you walk into this marvelous house and you are incredibly distracted by how lax security is
Oh, so
and
many
how
shiny
many
things.
beautiful things are in here.
Yeah.
Your mind is going, oh, I could sell that bust. Oh, that's
My pockets are already jingling.
I assumed. Clem, however, a little more focused. You would know that Professor Lionel Finch, the telegraph he sent you, a little strange. You know he's a scientist. So if he's worried about the future, that's probably a bad thing. But he's also incredibly wealthy in his own right and a very well-known philanthropist. So with that auto success, you're kind of assuming that whatever he needs is something that he can't show his own face at, which is potentially worrisome for someone of your standing. Delphinium at this point is pocketing tableware.
Yes. This is real silver.
Could you roll me a sleight of hand?
I can. I got exactly 0.5.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, the butler hears the jingling, looks around somewhat confusedly, doesn't register that it's because you're currently 80% silverware, and takes you into Professor Finch's study. He is, well, seated because, again, sadly, currently chairbound. It's a very nice office, Delphinium, for you. Everything in here a little bulky. Cannot fit in your purse. It's you're gonna have to let the office go, I'm afraid.
I can come back later.
That is also true. Although I think
With
if
a
they
bag.
notice how much has gone after this particular visit, they might actually increase security a little bit. Just a smidge. Mr. Finch gestures to his chair and goes, I do the polite thing and raise upon entry. However, that is currently not an option. But I thank you both for coming on incredibly short notice. Much appreciative. Ms. Wells, Vinium, are you acquainted with each other at all?
Nope.
No.
Not.
I typically don't work with others.
Ah, yes, of course. Well, I hope you can play nice for a little while. I need you to retrieve something for me. However, it's not something that can easily be stolen, which is why I've paired you with Miss Wells. Her known wealth and her fame can hopefully help grant you access to where you need to go. Security is impressive, so my suggestion would be for Delphinium the unusual option of going through the front door.
Okay.
How much are we talking? Let's get to numbers first, and then we can dive back into this.
No, numbers will largely depend on your success. Of course, all fees incurred during this little mission will be entirely covered by me. I will provide enough for a decent bribe should it be necessary. But you will be looking to... technically, you're going to purchase something at an underground auction. But I want you to use your brains, your senses, your smarts, and see if what they're saying they're selling is actually what they're selling. They're calling it, and I shudder to utter this word. It sounds like it should be in a penny novel. The Disintegrator.
Okay.
I'm intrigued.
Yes. It sounds wild. However, the person selling it is someone I know to be not a boastful person. He is a civil engineer. He is an inventor. He has a number of patents already. And if he claims that this is something that he has created, then I feel that it absolutely should be checked out rather than sold to the highest bidder in case things are true. He claims to have accidentally discovered it, but I've seen his laboratory in the past, and I would not hesitate to believe that he has been doing experiments.
So it's stolen.
Or made, or
Okay.
a lie. He claims to have a working prototype that causes matter to wither away. Again, claims unsubstantiated, but problematic if true. And also, he knows me very well. I cannot get out of my chair, and I cannot go there by myself.
Question.
So, please.
What happens if it's true and I find it and I take it and run? Like, what's stopping you from stopping me?
Well, there is the chair. There is the fact that I generally honor my agreements, as you well know.
Okay.
I don't think you have an actual use for a disintegrator. I have heard that operating it is, let's say, unsafe.
Okay.
There is a planned demonstration to prove that it works. I believe there were some safety concerns there as well.
Okay.
If you want to take it and run, well, at least it's not up for auction anymore. Please don't use it to break into people's safes.
What do I want with it, or what
does Lionel want with it?
That's a good point.
If it actually works the way people say it works, harness it safely or destroy it, depending on how well it works, what the safety concerns are.
Okay.
I just don't think a man like Pelfrey should be selling this to the highest bidder.
Okay, so we're gonna go in, get the thing, come back, get paid. Yes.
Perfect. Okay.
Understand.
Easy enough.
Piece of cake.
Perfect. I admire your optimism and your enthusiasm, and it's absolutely wonderful to work with such professionals.
Of course.
The auction is taking place at the White Point Hotel. I have already arranged your travel there. I assumed that you would be interested in this little endeavor. Miss Wells, Miss Delphinium will take you to the correct train.
Okay.
Make
Good.
sure you arrive promptly. The auction is a few days away. In case you have any preparations you need to make, anything you wish to look up, any research you want to do. If there's nothing else you would desire from me, I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh,
Let's go.
Delphinium, if you could put the tableware back, please.
I will give you 1 spoon.
How wonderful. Thank you. I'll deduct the rest from your fees.
This is the price of doing business. This is the price of doing business.
Of course, of course. As you retrieve that 1 spoon from wherever you're keeping it, the butler, who missed you stealing it in the first place because you had an excellent sleight of hand, makes a sort of disgruntled face, takes it from you, and is now awkwardly close to you the entire way back to the front door.
Enemies to lovers.
You have 6 hours. I wish you the best of luck. Is there anything your characters would like to do to prepare for this lovely auction?
I would like to get to know you, Clem, a little better. What are you bringing to the table? So I'm a thief. I'm good at stealing stuff. I know what I'm supposed to do. But like, what is your experience here? Or do you know how to do auctions?
Yes,
Are
I
you
do
going
know
to
how
get
to
me
do
through the door?
I am very persuasive and charming, which
Oh,
makes up for my striking rather than beautiful appearance.
lovely.
But it's the 1930s in the movies, so you don't need to it's all makeup and lighting. It's fine. And also, I will be your ticket into the auction because everyone knows who I am. So I will be
Perfect.
basically playing myself as an
Okay.
interested bidder. I guess. I
Okay.
collect very interesting things. So,
Okay, that sounds good for me.
yeah.
I have my
Uh,
pockets full of spoons. I know what Clem's up to. I'm ready.
Perfect.
Great.
Clem, considering Professor Finch knows Delphinium, and figured that they collected their own retainer inside the house. Clem, you get an envelope with $500 as your retainer for the journey.
Brilliant.
Um,
Yes.
Wait, so
you
I don't
get
get any extra money? It's
no, because you
just
already
what I have in
stole.
my
You
pocket.
stole enough to make up for not getting any money. It's the price of doing business, you know.
I'll just
He
add mine to the piles of money I apparently have on me.
It's
Brought
all
from
it's
home.
things are like in dollars, right? $40 is a fair amount of things just in giving someone a dollar tip is pretty decent tip at this point. You also get a signed statement to specify that you are acting on his behalf should you not be able to gate crash the auction on your own merits. So like if your charm fails, he's like, just use this then.
Okay.
He believes it should be enough to get you in. The $500 and the silver do come with the 1930s version of an NDA.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And you have he works with you, but he doesn't necessarily deeply intensely trust you, so the money to, if necessary by the disintegrator is kept in bank bonds. If you end up bidding on the disintegrator, you can go up to $6,000, but he did not give you $6,000 because he's pretty sure he'd never see Delphinium again.
Probably true.
So he would, at that point, he would give you a signed bank transfer should you end up buying the disintegrator after the deal's made. So you have those documents ready and with you.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
I'm going to ask a leading question because we were talking about this before we started this game. You have a little time before your journey to the White Point Hotel begins. Your survival skills are lovingly described as awful.
Yes.
Yes.
If you want to, there is an option to go buy a little revolver or a nice pointy knife or a little something, right? Those $500 or the stolen silverware would cover a small shopping trip, right? A little lady's revolver that fits in a purse you can afford on that money. You don't have to if you're like, no, we're fine, perfectly fine. But if you wanted to, you have like a day to buy some things.
I would definitely like to buy a knife.
Perfect.
I would buy a revolver. Yeah.
Are you a good shot?
No.
Whoa.
I'm not either. Great.
Those are exactly the type of people that should have guns.
Yes, I would like a small knife.
Okay.
I'm going to pawn my silverware and use some of it to buy a tiny knife.
Yep.
I mean, surely some of the silverware counts as weapons as well. You could just like.
Oh, I'm sharpening some of it as well. However,
So there's a little penalty for improvised weapons, but it's fine. A small knife would give you a 1d4 damage if you manage to stab someone with it. And it has what we call a range of touch. You're supposed to get close to someone before you stab them. If you wanted to throw it, that would be a different check, but could still do damage if you manage to throw well.
okay.
The little lady's revolver, I'll look up how much damage it does. Of course, you still have to manage to hit someone with it first before you talk about actual damage. But at least you have a little option, right? You have firearms, handgun. Should the worst happen, you have your little revolver tucked away.
Oh, we got this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
What could possibly
What could
go
go
wrong?
wrong?
I have a
Exactly.
question.
Yes.
I've noticed that on my hero skills, running away is not one of the options. So
That would actually, it will be dodge if you want to avoid someone punching your lights out. And otherwise, there was definitely something for this, because I'm pretty sure. So the thing is, running away does expose your back to them. So there's a few downsides. There's a few downsides to running.
Okay.
But you can try.
It's worth a try.
Like I mentioned before the game, there's always jumping out of a window. You have a jump of 35. That's a valid option.
I do.
Other than shopping, is there any research you want to do before you go out?
I can barely read.
Beautiful.
I don't need to read.
I'm too pretty to read.
I'm too pretty to read.
I would like to know a little bit more about the hotel itself, and I would like to find out because I'd like to know the layout at least, which Delphine was just gonna walk in.
Yeah. I mean,
their thing.
didn't we say I'm walking through the front door? So
yes,
those are good
I would
ideas.
like to know,
the layout.
I would like to know at least where I'm going to hang my coat when I go in. Because
where
I feel
you
like
let the staff hang your coat.
Well, where I throw it, I want to know where it ends up.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I want to know like the layout, and I want to know who is potentially running the auction. If we can find out a little bit more about that, and who else might be going, and see if there's anyone I know.
Or more things to steal.
Yeah, well, if there's anyone I know, because I hang out with various circles of interesting people, so maybe that would be just talk my way in like I always do. That's my plan.
Fancy schmancy people.
Yeah.
That is a much less aggressive plan than I was thinking. I like it.
Look at you using your smarts. Okay. A bunch of questions rolled into one. As far as the hotel goes, the hotel is on what we would now call a creepy, deserted, hinterlandy area near Kingsport.
Perfect.
Sorry, English is weird. You have there's a little boathouse, and there's the ocean, and it's White Point Cove, and it's distant and remote because they always are in horror games. And especially, they are far away from people who might be wondering why a bunch of rich people are all gathering around a mysterious auction. You know, you don't need people wandering and thinking they can get a room for the night for no particular reason.
How long is the auction? Is it just one session, one night?
You don't know yet.
Okay. Because that's a lot of rich people in one place.
Yeah,
that's true. You'll find out.
It's a hotel, so maybe there are other things going on as well, with other entertainments around the auction.
Okay.
Who knows?
You know.
Okay.
So this problem I always have when I describe floor plans to other people. neither of you are American, right? But you're still in.
I am.
So there's a first floor, which I would lovingly call the ground floor. And then on the ground floor is 2 other floors, which I would call a second and a third floor.
Okay.
We've had some confusion with people jumping out of a first floor window, which they thought was on the ground, and I thought was at least 6 feet up. So ground floor is the actual ground level one, and there's 2 floors on top of that one.
Okay.
Gotcha.
It's an hotel. It probably has a creepy basement, but you're not entirely sure. You can't just go to the local city hall and get blueprints or anything. So this is mainly you asking around other people if they've been here.
Yeah.
For the hotel windows, do any of them actually like touch or overlook the water? Like if you jump out of a window, will you land in the water, or is there some like runway of land?
There is 0 chance you'll hit water if you jump out of the windows.
Gotcha. Okay. Good to know. Wait, what is the distance? What is the distance from the hotel to the water? The like quick little jog or like
Delphinium's got a boat ready.
It's more than a quick little jog.
Okay.
I'd say it's a prolonged jog. It's
okay.
Oh,
perfect.
You know what? You're in Roll20. Why don't I show you the map? There you go.
Oh dear. Okay.
I mean, there's a little boathouse. There's some walled gardens.
Okay.
Gotcha.
There's
Oh, that's nice.
I see.
There's a bit of green. You can see like some creepy little woods around there at the back.
Okay.
Is that what that
Perfect.
is?
They're absolutely implied creepy.
Amazing.
Wait, what's the creepy part?
All of it.
All of it. But like the little woods. So the woods behind the hotel.
I was actually looking at that and thinking that would be the better hiding spot than going into the water.
Oh yeah, 100%. But also I reckon the creepy bit. And I think, is that a golf course that it's got on the side there? The little sand.
Yep, there's a little golf course.
Looks like it.
Amazing. Okay. Yep.
Cool.
Again, floor plans is only what people have described to you so far. And whenever you talk to someone about this hotel, they stray for, like, no one is telling you. So there's 4 windows on one side and there's 5 windows on the. They go into and the food was amazing, the golf course, and we went boating this one Saturday, and you're trying to distill information from people talking about their holidays, and they don't even have pictures.
Lovely.
And this one cousin, she took her niece there one time, and then her niece fell down some of the stairs, and the staff was really unhelpful, and that was awful. So we went back there 2 months ago, and they were you get the gist. They're droning on, and you're like, this is not at all what I was hoping for. But you also asked about finding out about other people that may or may not be going to this particular auction.
What people?
And again, secret hush hush auction can't just, it's not easy to find out. But if you want to make a library use roll, you can at least find out more about the person organizing the auction and see if that gives you any leads into maybe finding things out about people that may or may not be attending.
Okay.
I am happy to try.
Please do.
Go for it.
I mean, using a library is pretty low stakes.
88.
No. Tell me why you can't make this library work for you.
Well, I cannot read, and so I pick the most colorful books with the best feeling cover.
Right.
That was a solid research strategy. Well done.
I don't know. Sometimes the important stuff is in the big books with like the leather. So
yeah, you tried. You tried. Well done. Never mind. It's okay.
We all have our strengths.
Yeah.
What? So the skill is called library use, but you're basically looking at like in newspapers,
Yeah.
I don't know if you have like a knowledge roll that features societal research. Um,
I don't know what I've got. I'm just looking at my sheet.
you have a 20 in library use.
Oh, I do. I rolled a 42.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
And did you take any of your knowledge skills? No. Okay. One last try, you can go to the patent office because Professor Finch did mention that Mr. Pelfrey has a number of patents. Or you can just YOLO it. Leave it in your capable hands.
Well,
I mean, I'm
know
already
mine.
bored. like, like,
Beautiful.
I feel like I'm all about the hotel now. You know what? Listening to all these people talk about their holidays, I'm really into it. I want to go.
Wonderful. You can't wait to see how stunning.
It'll just be a nice surprise. All about that.
Fair enough. All right.
Okay.
Under Delphinium's careful guidance, even Clem makes it to the correct train on time.
Lovely.
Don't even
Good
have to
work.
roll for that. That is how
Team.
nice I am to you guys.
Honestly, I was a little scared you were going to make us roll, so thank you.
I wouldn't want to waste all your bad dice karma right at the start. Yeah. The trip itself, fairly mundane. Is there anything Delphinium and Clem want to discuss with each other while they're traveling? Or are we doing the 4 hours of awkward silence while looking out opposite windows?
I need to get our strategy together. So are we pretending we know each other? Are we strangers? Like, am I your assistant?
Yeah, you are 100% my assistant. Yeah. I mean, I just assumed that was the case. I wasn't even going to ask you.
So are you going to pay me?
Throw my hat at servants, like. I don't really.
Since only one of us received some cash from our little friend
That's
here.
also true. That is also true. So I will be the one paying for everything.
Okay.
So does that work for you?
Actually, I think that could work because then you talk to all the rich people and I will talk to all the servants. We can eavesdrop and we might get. I think we can pool our knowledge together if I talk to. Yeah.
Okay, that would work for me.
Okay.
I also play a lot of crones in films, apparently. So I can also disguise myself, and we can swap over if you fancy that. So I don't mind. I'm easy either way. But yeah, let's do that, and we can try and divide it over a little bit.
I like that idea. I will let you know that I'm very good at picking locks, and so
perfect.
I can also break into some rooms and totally investigate and not just steal stuff.
Well, that would be good if I was to keep people talking, and you can go upstairs and check their rooms out if we do need to do that. Perfect. If someone else wins the auction, for example, we could do the old distraction and rob them.
Mm-hmm.
I'll meet you at the boat.
Lovely. I was actually thinking if it was possible to steal the disintegrator before the auction, but that's definitely going to tip off security, especially with this many rich people around. So we will have to compete in the auction.
That seems like the sensible way to go, and we'll steal it if we don't win it.
Yeah. Or we can bid nothing and then steal it from the winner. No, that's risky. Never mind. Okay.
We'll bid anyway.
Yes, we are bidding. I'm on board.
Right.
We're ready.
Okay.
We have a strategy.
We're ready. Okay. Right.
Beautiful. And we're going to find out how this strategy plays out after our short little break. I know we've only been playing for a little while, but we're coming up on the halfway mark anyway. And of course, once we get into the hotel, it's going to be non-stop action and we won't have time to quit. So we're going to take 10 to 15 minutes, stretch, hydrate, grab new drinks, pet your pets, or lock them out of the room, whichever is more appropriate to your situation. And we'll be back soon. Disintegrating Ties, where Clem and Delphinium are on their way to, well, maybe crash an auction, maybe join semi-illegally, it'll be fine, where they have to obtain, that sounds nicely neutral, obtain said disintegrator after seeing whether or not it's even a real thing, or if someone is selling a hoax. They have a plan. Whether or not it's going to work, we'll be finding out soon enough. But Miss Wells and her assistant are currently arriving at the White Point Hotel, pulling up from a rather long driveway. 'Cause you had to get a cab after the train because you're not walking, obviously. You're too rich to walk.
Rich people.
Exactly. You pull up to the hotel, which is a good-sized 3-story building, red brick, white painted timber, kind of show-offy Victorian style. Like, it's definitely not actually Victorian. They just wanted it to look Victorian. Nice spacious grounds. Delphinium definitely more than a little jog to get anywhere. For hiding or escaping purposes. There's a small cove, White Point Cove. That's where the hotel gets its name. A little bay. There is it used to be a stable block. It has been converted into a parking garage now that cars are getting more and more popular, and only the really rich people keep horses, or the really poor ones. And you're both neither, so car it is. And in case it comes up for your escape plans later, there is a little boathouse in the cove itself. I don't think you have any points in sailing, but should you be desperate, you could always try and go see.
Another question.
Yes.
Miss Wells, do you know how to ride a horse?
Oh, I've got no, well, kind of. I think I've done it once for a film in a studio.
Okay.
So I can get on a horse. I think that my score means that I can sit on a horse.
Okay,
I've
so we
got
should
a
just plan
nice-
for the boat as the getaway
Yeah.
if necessary. Okay.
Why not? Why
Okay.
not?
Do either of you have drive? Because you could try a car.
I've got 20 in drive. I assume I have a chauffeur most of the time.
I think your life partner can probably drive.
Oh, Millicent can. Oh, yeah, Millicent should be doing this. Sort of like
swap you
all
out
of
for
the
Millicent.
skills. Yeah.
Okay.
But she's a sensible one. That's why she's not here.
That is how these things go. She took one look at a telegraph and was like, "Oh, it must be for a role. You go audition."
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you swim, Delphinium?
What is swimming really?
Oh, okay. Never mind. I don't think I can. I've got like
The opposite of drowning?
Isn't that what boats are for?
theoretically. Okay. That's okay. So neither of us are particularly good swimmers either. This is boding well for a hotel on the seafront.
We're gonna get that disintegrator,
Great.
and we're not even gonna need to swim or drive or ride a horse.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe the stealing
fine, we're
and
just gonna
running is not
taxi.
your best option.
No,
Yes.
we're just gonna walk in, walk out.
Nice and clean. I'm ready.
Perfect.
Yeah, this is our only option. Okay,
So,
let's do this.
In game, it is late October as well, so that's fitting. You're arriving late afternoon, early evening, getting pretty freaking dark. The White Point Hotel is pretty well kept, well maintained. Nothing looks slovenly, nothing's broken. But they are clearly already closing down for the winter season. Like, certain things look like they've already been boarded up. Some sheds have already been emptied. You don't see as much staff as you would expect a hotel this size to have during peak season. So it's skeleton crew. Of course, there's only going to be a handful of people here tonight anyway, so that makes perfect sense. In the front door, as discussed earlier?
Yep.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Entering the hotel, very easy. You can straight up go through the front door. Getting to the auction is something else so far, but you can simply enter White Point Hotel, and I will swap you over to the White Point Hotel floor plan. It even comes with signage. Give you a moment to absorb this. Again, you are on the floor plan says first floor. I'm going to stubbornly call it a ground floor. Yeah. Hang on. Oogie, Oogie. My dog is once again trying to unplug my computer. She hates me, I swear.
Okay.
You.
I'm not seeing anything.
Weird. I put the players on the white point. Is it possible you need to zoom out? Or in? Or move the map?
I have it, but it's just a blank black square for me.
Yeah,
That is deeply rude. Yeah.
it's dark for me too.
Oh, I think I might know what it's doing, so let me see if I can do it differently. Please tell me it didn't turn on Fog of War for a freaking hotel. There. It should
I
come
see
up as a
one.
pop-up
Yay,
now.
there it is.
There it is.
Got it.
Roll 20 sometimes
Okay.
makes it helpful when something is a map and does this thing where it calls it Fog of War, which means you can't see anything as a token on the map. Assuming you're playing war games. So
I see.
we'll just use it as the handout. This works.
Mhm.
Yeah, everyone can see where we are, where we're going. It's lovely. You enter on the top where the little number says 6, which is the lobby.
I see it.
Yeah.
That is where you currently are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again, skeleton crew staff, but there is of course a bellhop to take any luggage you may have. You're not planning on spending the night, but a smart woman is always prepared, right?
We
Especially
should
in this-
definitely
yeah.
have a room.
I've
so
already
we
booked
can-
for a week.
Perfect.
Yeah.
As you intend, should you have actually tried to do that, you would have been informed there are no rooms available. There will be a private event, and after that, the hotel will be closing down.
Okay.
That's suspicious.
So I haven't. Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
Red flags for me. Okay. Okay. And where is the reception or where's the auction being held? Is it in the reception room?
You don't know yet. You do notice a gentleman who is loitering suggests he's not supposed to be there, but he is absolutely supposed to be there. He is obviously hanging out in the lobby to track who's coming in. He looks to be mid to late 30s. He looks like a car salesman in the worst way. And he is currently eyes locked on you as soon as you enter. You get the feeling that this is the person who determines who's here for the auction and who needs to be turned away by force if necessary.
Okay.
Because you can tell. Actually, no. Let's make you a roll before I give everything away for free, because that would be pointless. Roll spot hidden.
Spot hidden. Okay.
Spot hidden. I'm being way too generous. I need to make you roll for way more things.
Okay. I got 42.
Regular success.
I got 79.
Complete failure.
Delphinium, you're up.
Okay. Cool.
Clem,
You're the hot one.
Yeah, Clem is like rehearsing what you're going to say to get in here. Like you've given yourself lines. Delphinium, you notice that this man in his sort of gray silk suit, not a car salesman. Now that you look at him a little longer and a little more closely, he's lean. He's very well manicured.
Not with those threads. Yeah.
Yeah. No, but yeah, I think you notice this as he is looking at Clem.
Mhm.
He pretends to be jovial and approachable, but as he's looking at Clem and not looking at you, you see something else in his eyes, and it is very predatory, and he's very much sizing her up, not as like a person, but as a threat. He is he's something
And
more
I-
than he pretends to be.
I would like to use my knife to inform him to cut the shit. And just come forward. We are not playing games here. He knows what we are here for.
Okay,
I
you
have
pull
my knife.
out your butter knife.
It's more than
I love
butter.
I love it.
Your switch. He looks absolutely appalled. Excuse me, madam. How very dare you? This is not that kind of establishment.
I'm sure it is.
Perhaps to your kind. We're closed. It's a private affair. Please leave.
Okay.
Okay.
Clem, it's
No.
your turn.
Wait. Should I have another go with I should try and persuade him. My persuasion is fairly good.
I mean, before you roll,
What
you
that?
should probably tell me how you approach him and what you say,
I
because how you approach him and the words you use may make it a different kind of roll. It might be charm, it might be fast talk. It depends
I
on
don't
depends on you, Mel. How do you
God.
de-escalate this? Because Delphinium is about to get arrested.
Yeah, they're eyeing me real good here.
pulled a knife on a guy. Like, well, I'd probably just go, excuse my assistant. They're very enthusiastic. Young people.
I take my
today.
job very seriously.
Yes.
Right.
Also,
Yes, of course.
that's how I. That's yes. I mean, you defend me from paparazzi. So, in the 30s, massive cameras.
Those glass plates, nothing ever comes out blurry.
So yeah, it's just really how film stars say hello. So
Oh,
yeah.
you're in the pictures. Forgive me, I did not recognize you.
No, well, that's because I usually play in heavy makeup. I've been several crones, played in several movies as Bela Lugosi.
He gestures to take your hand, of course, being perfectly polite. Welcome, at least then,
beautiful.
to the White Point Hotel. Fabulous. So what brings you here?
Well, I was invited to an auction by a friend who is attending. But
and
obviously
the
I
name
couldn't
of
give
that
you
friend?
that. I can't give you that name. That's confidential. However, I am interested in bidding for a certain device as long as it works.
Mm-hmm.
And I would be interested in making sure that what I'm bidding for is actually viable and real, but as I am bidding for a private collection, so.
Interesting.
And I solemnly swear to behave.
I don't believe you, but that is all right. I have people who will keep track of you. Your own private collection?
Yes, but because it's private, I can't give you details.
Oh no, I understand completely.
But
I'm merely
I collect very interesting things.
I'm really assessing whether or not you have the financial backing for what we are doing here tonight.
That's.
Did you not just hear she's a movie star? Come on, pay attention. Take notes.
Yeah, nothing.
You don't know who I am?
I don't think I've seen. Oh, we're using it. You don't know who I am. Beautiful. I'll let you.
Card.
I will let you pick charm or fast talk. pulling out the "Don't you know who I am" trick?
Yeah. Charm.
Charm?
Yeah. Okay. Can I use the
helpful
we get a
D6?
Yeah.
You got a helpful D6. Yes.
Ooh.
Okay, so that puts you at 77, which is well above your charm, if I remember correctly.
My charm was 40.
Oh no, sorry, I'm on Delphinium's. Yeah,
Yeah,
it is still well above your charm, I'm afraid. You can you can try pushing your roll. You can try different tactic. Now, your claim of "Don't you know who I am" is answered with a sound working. No. Which means that you're probably not rich enough for him to know about you, which is not a good sign.
Offensive.
Okay. Wrong, but yet here we are.
So, can I just hide or like chill nearby and eavesdrop when he talks to the next person? Or are we the last of the party? Is there no one else for him to approach? Surely there's got to be someone running late. Rich people are never on time.
Roll. There's no insight in this game. Roll another spot hidden.
Spot hidden. Okay.
Yes. We're just going to use that one for everything.
51.
51. I think you would notice as Clem is pulling the "Don't you know who I am?" You know, we're 5 seconds away from "Don't you know who my father is" at this point.
Well, does he know who your father is?
You see this staff closing the door behind you, putting up things in the garage. You get the feeling that not only you're not necessarily late, but you were definitely not counted upon, and everyone else is already here.
Okay.
I mean, I have a cigarette case that is engraved by Bela Lugosi. Would you know who that is?
That is a very good question. That is a very good question. So he's not. When I said not a car salesman, he's a lawyer. I don't know if he knows who Bela Lugosi is. Make a luck roll. Let's see if he knows who Bela Lugosi is. Let the dice decide what he knows.
Oh my god.
How's your luck? I have very good.
I don't know. I've got a 54. That's under my luck top.
That's under luck. You have 6.
Yeah.
He absolutely knows who Bela Lugosi is.
He's seen Dracula. Good.
Did you work with him?
I did, yes, on like 3 things, but you know.
Absolutely wonderful. Very impressive. The way he rose from that grave. Oh, so good.
So good. Yes.
So, I suppose if that is, I don't understand why I never saw any of your movies. If that's the caliber of talent that we're working with, please.
Oh, I was one of the brides in that, but I was at the back and they cut most of the.
Oh, yeah. That is. You must be an amazing actress. I did not recognize you at all.
Yeah, that's the nature.
Maybe you should pay more
nature of the job.
Every time Delphinium talks, he just glares at you. like your gum under someone's shoe.
Good.
He will hand you a rather nice piece of paper, like nice and thick, a little embossed, with the auction schedule.
Perfect.
Wonderful.
And
I thank him for his cooperation.
Yep.
I will be keeping this.
Yes. Yes, they will.
I have no doubt. As you can see, there is some time before the demonstration will take place. All the other attendees are already there. I ask that you, as you may want to mingle, please don't cause any disturbances.
Disturbance is my middle name.
Absolutely. They're joking. Let's go.
Totally joking.
I have no doubt they're an amazing assistant to you.
Okay.
Yep.
So shall we get checked in to the hotel room and then mingle, or just dive right into the mingling?
I feel like our bags need to get taken care of.
Okay.
So we can pretend to be guests and then go mingle.
Okay.
I want to see what the layout is upstairs in case we figure out which rooms are in use and which ones aren't.
Your room for tonight is on the 2nd floor.
Mm-hmm.
So you go up one of pick a staircase, any staircase. It's doing that classic kind of tacky double staircase situation.
I thought this was a high, fine establishment, but okay.
Mm-hmm. You are near I don't know if this map actually states what's south and what's north. So we're going to go with up, down, and left and right. You are on the right side of the hotel, and you have one of those 3 rooms. I almost said windows, and I don't know why. 3 rooms to the top right.
Okay.
You have been booked into one singular room, which has one very nice bed and a sofa.
So I will take the nice bed, since I will have to do all of the physical stuff.
Okay. I don't see why it's a nice bed. It's big enough for 2 of us. I don't see why we have to fight over it, to be honest. It's just a suggestion.
That is also an option. We can also take shifts. I'll see how I'm feeling. I've already been gravely mistreated today.
I mean, shifts are fine also, I guess.
Okay.
But sure.
I like how everyone in chat is doing exactly what I did. There was only one bed.
One bed.
Look, it's a trope for a reason, okay?
We just met. Give us time.
Film
You're
star.
still planning on the butler as well. I don't see why you can't. It took you 5 minutes to decide on the butler.
We were building tension at that point. Okay. Okay. So we're in the room.
You're in the room.
Millicent is fine with it. Just
for the people, I'm just going to very quickly. For the people in chat, I know our party was donated a useful item. I have not forgotten that. They will get it a little later because right now I don't think they would be able to identify it as to it being a useful item. More to follow. More to follow.
Oh, I'm intrigued.
You're getting something helpful at some point because people are kind and generous.
Cool. Okay. Okay. So I think now we should go mingle, or I can also break into some people's rooms.
Ooh. Okay.
Poke around, see what I can find, steal some stuff. Maybe I'll find the disintegrator before the auction even starts. I don't know.
It starts at
Problem
6 o'clock.
solved.
I'm quite lucky.
Sorted. Well, we do want to watch the demonstration because Lionel said
we want to see if it works.
Yeah, if it doesn't work,
also
then
test it
deals
in the
off.
hotel
Right?
room.
But operating it is also quite risky. So maybe we don't want to operate it ourselves. I mean, you can if you want.
How hard is it? It's just like push a button, bam, disintegrate.
Don't know what it looks like.
Okay. Oh yeah, we don't know what it looks like.
Nope.
I was just gonna grab every single device I found.
It's
the era of mad science. I imagine like coils everywhere and like some sort of I don't know.
I was about to say, it looks like an iPad, which is why nobody registers that it is a device because it doesn't have any coils or zappy things and no switches or levers or buttons. And everyone's like,
An
what is
iPad in the
this?
Chuck
1930s.
it.
Wow.
Like an easel.
That's sophisticated. Okay. I'll just
Okay,
poke
I've got-
around, see
you
what
have
I can
absolutely
find.
no idea what you're looking for, but you're poking around anyway.
Precisely.
Right.
I'll know
Perfect.
it when I find it.
As one does. That's gonna be more than one roll. So do you want to start
Okay.
with are you first like general walking around, looking around corners, or are we going straight into lock picking things?
I'll
What's
start
the
with
plan of
walking
attack?
around, looking around corners. I want to see what the rotation schedule is for security, staff, house cleaning,
Yep.
you know, all of that stuff. I don't want to get caught. As we can
Yeah.
see, I'm not very good at fleeing. So
There's also it's very difficult to flee from here. You have the feeling that maybe that's kind of why they picked this hotel.
yeah, it's getting
It's like they put thought into this.
for some reason. Okay.
For some reason.
Mm.
Yeah, you see everything you see on the floor plans. Nothing. I don't have any secret overlays or trapdoors or anything. You can even, if you want to, take a little toddle up to the third floor, which is where the single rooms are. For the poor people. Less rich. No one's poor here.
Yeah, I'd like to poke around the first floor for a little bit, just to see where people are gathering, what they're doing, and
Yep.
Yeah.
Currently, the most of the mingling is happening in the dining/ballroom, which is number 11 on your little map.
Yeah.
The lobby has been closed up. The stairs to the basement are guarded is a large word, but someone is always semi-accidentally nearby.
Convenient.
Very convenient. Check-in is closed. The office is closed. I mean, if you want to hang out in the mudroom, no one's going to stop you. Kitchen is currently cooking.
Nice.
What are they cooking?
Actual
dinner is at
food.
9.
You don't see any
Actual.
humans being served.
Weak.
Okay.
Just putting it out there. I know where these things go. They seem to be preparing proper 1930s food. Fortunately, we haven't reached the age of tuna jello, so everything looks pretty good.
Good. Yeah, fine. Yeah, good. Can cope with that. So while Delphinium is doing that, I should go down and mingle, I guess, and talk to people
Please.
and see if there's anyone I know.
Okay.
That's a good question, if there's anyone you know.
Is there anything being carried in and out of the basement? Or is it just there's people who happen to be nearby, but is there like materials?
Someone's been cleaning that floor for an awful long time, basically.
Okay.
Just mopping the same spot.
Mm-hmm. And after the mopping comes the polishing and the waxing and yeah. Which is obviously something you do when there's people around.
Just a bit of business.
Not suspicious at all.
Not suspicious at all. I have a question. In the big dining ballroom area, are they serving refreshments? Are there drinks, wine, for example?
Of course.
Lovely. Is it possible for me to spill wine a little away from that basement mopping dude? There's wine, it's dangerous. A rich person can fall and sue the hotel. They must clean up the wine immediately.
Oh, please don't sue the hotel, madam.
Yeah.
Let us get right on that. Sadly, the person mopping the floor continues to mop the floor, whereas another surfing wench is summoned to wipe up your spill.
Interesting.
Okay.
Did anything get on your clothing? Do you require a laundress? Do we need soda water?
Yes.
all down the front of my very expensive blouse.
Oh.
Shocking.
Perhaps you need to go change. Well, if you leave the soiled blouse, our staff will deal with it.
Okay. I will slip
Mhm.
back up into my room and change, and then start picking locks in the suites on the same floor.
Okay.
Don't
We
hurry
will come back to your lockpicking.
Okay.
As Clem is left unattended,
Yes.
unsupervised.
How's it going,
If
Clem?
the unsupervised is more.
Yep, unsupervised. One of those t-shirts, in my defense, I was left unattended. You know. In a room full of fancy people. And not so
Perfect.
fancy people, if we're going to be perfectly honest about this. Can I move my
Good.
chair, or is there a dog? Oogie, pas eens op. Gotta get dogs to move before you move your chair. It's very dangerous here. It's like a minefield. There are currently, and I'm going to count so I don't say things that aren't true, because that would be terrible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are currently 6 people hobnobbing. Let's use that word for once. They're doing the thing where they talk without actually listening to each other.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Good. Perfect.
Most are men. You are the second female presenting person entering this room.
Mm.
Everyone is, I was gonna say well dressed, but some are dressed better than others. The lawyer from before is in here now in his shiny gray suit. He's clearly, there's only one with new money.
Ew.
You know, yeah, we don't like them. So he's there. There is a rather ill-looking man. Very pallid, purple blotches on his skin, like around the neck and eyes. Some bald patches. Looks like he lost a lot of weight very suddenly, like very loose skin, like rapid weight loss.
Okay.
Hovering over him is who you would assume to, well, hopefully be his wife if she wants any kind of financial security, otherwise maybe mistress. Probably in her 40s, like a little older than you are, but not old. Not Hollywood old.
No, I don't know. I'm Hollywood old.
You're
like
Hollywood
36.
old.
That's like Hollywood ancient.
She would no longer find work in Hollywood. So sad. Rather demurely dressed compared to, like, once again, it's a night. Men only get to wear suits. Women have more exciting options, and she chose none of them.
I'm going to talk to her.
And then there's 2 more men who look hired and not too brainy, not too smart, a little more the kind that would be sent to deal with
have
Ophidian.
skills. They do.
They have
is
certain
not
skills
in their skill set.
Now, why am I in it? I have not broken any laws right now.
Yet. That they're aware of.
They're aware of.
You just pulled a knife on a guy in the law.
I don't.
Technically, I was brandishing a weapon in the vicinity of another person. That's not the same thing.
Fair enough. Okay, stand corrected.
Thank you.
You're demonstrating the silver filigree on the handle.
Precisely. I was showing off my cool new purchase.
Absolutely. The person that stands out the most to you, other than I almost call him Mr. Burns over there, is a man in a super brightly colored suit, full of jewelry. Hair is oiled back to the point you can see it gleam in the dim light. You can smell him as well as see him, and not in a BO sense, but in a I shall bathe in my cologne kind, like
Yeah,
the Axe body spray of the 1930s.
amazing. Good for him.
Yes, he seems very pleased
Yeah.
with himself.
Yes, I'm sure he is. He sounds like a film producer. I've got lots of experience. It's fine.
Well, he is a financier, so you know.
Yeah,
We're not
there
calling
we
him a
go.
financer. He won't stand for it. Financier. And hovering near him is a really tall man who looks a little more olive skinned. So does the man in the you see the suit first. The skin color comes second. Like once your eyes adjust to all of it,
The suit.
they're a little more olive skinned than the rest.
Mm-hmm.
And
That
those
sounds
are the
way
ones
more
you
fun.
notice. Yeah, there's more men in suits. You know, it's just men in suits.
Overrated.
You're used to having to deal with them to get your money, to get your movies made, but they're just
Okay, so it's a
these are the
range
ones
of
that
people.
stand
men
out
and-
as you get in.
Yeah. Okay, so we're looking at very rich financiers, possibly from all over the world. We don't know because I haven't spoken to any of them yet. So it's a very exclusive. Yeah, I'm going to go and talk to the wife of the gentleman who is unwell looking. Yeah.
As you approach her, she straightens up, and your intention is to go talk to her, but she almost puts herself behind the man, making sure he takes first words. His voice, I'm terrible at voices. I've always admitted this, especially this one. He's very, very breathy, very out of breath.
Mhm.
He looks very tired, but I'm afraid I didn't receive your name, but welcome to my auction.
His auction.
Yes. Okay, perfect. Also very awkward. So, okay, I'd be like, well, that's charmed, delighted to meet our wonderful host. I am I am Clementine Wells. You may have known me from various films.
I haven't
And I
been
would
well
like
enough to
to-
visit the movies in quite a while, I'm afraid.
Oh, it's fine. I can probably arrange for you to come to Pinewood Studios or your lovely wife for a day out if she would like to instead. Sorry, I didn't catch your names.
Oh, that's strange. You should have heard my name when you
Well, your wife's name, I mean.
secured an invitation. Right.
Obviously, I know what your name is.
Obviously.
Otherwise, I would.
Emmeline, please. Clementine.
Ah, charmed. Okay, so God.
The struggle
What
is
do we
real.
need to? Yeah, what do we need to? God, what do we need to know? Because
Did
I
he
could stand here and
procure
make small
everything?
talk for hours. Sorry.
Did he procure everything for the auction? Is it just the disintegrator? Are there other things? Like, did he make the disintegrator?
Oh, yes. So I
Yeah.
could be like, well, you must be what an honor to be married to such a genius. I understand because I understand that the item is your creation, or was I misinformed?
Yeah, something like that. I think that's good.
Yeah.
And
We'll
then
start with
maybe,
flattery.
yeah, and then you can like slip in the demonstration or whatever, see if he has any like extra stuff to throw in there.
Extra, yeah, little bonuses.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay, we'll go with that. So just be honored to be married to a man of such genius.
We're
Yes,
very
did
happy
you?
together. Thank you.
Good. Yes, the creator. What did I say? I was gonna say.
Yes, this is your creation. You
Yeah,
said something like that.
I was informed this was entirely your creation. Is that correct, or was I misinformed?
The auction is my idea, yes.
But the item for the auction.
Oh, yes. Yes, one of my finer moments. As you can see, I'm currently in very little shape to expand too much on it. But yes, I did build what you will be bidding on. I'm very excited for you to see the demonstration. It's honestly an incredibly impressive item.
I am very excited to see it, but I appreciate there is only one of it, and we've come a very long way, and I hate to waste my time. So if we were obviously, for those of us unsuccessful, is there anything else that we are to be bidding on? And if so, is that good? Are those items going to be demonstrated, or is it just?
There are no other items, and the disintegrator is flawless.
Ah,
Yes. Wow. That's confidence.
that's interesting. Well, the demonstration will prove that either way, I think, because
Absolutely.
if it isn't,
I have an idea. Clem,
Yes.
can you please ask him if he will be doing the demonstration or if someone will be helping him?
If you're that, I take it that you will be doing the demonstration then, since you are very confident in its flawlessness.
I will be there to oversee it, but as you can see, the disintegrator is not a particularly small item, and I'm in no state to lug around equipment. But I will be instructing my assistants.
Very well. I will see you at 6 o'clock then.
Certainly. I will, in the end, of course, be the one operating it, but a setup, I will help.
Okay.
Lovely. I love when things require setup. So easy to see.
It sounds quite bulky though, doesn't it? That's a bit of a pain.
Yes,
okay, I'm glad there's two of us, so we can maybe.
Oh,
yes.
You brought a partner?
My assistant is with me, but had an accident with a glass of wine, and so is changing and unpacking and sorting out my itinerary. So they will not be joining us for the time being.
The demonstration itself starts at 6, but of course, once it's been set up, I invite anyone to examine the device for any trickery.
It's very good to know. Thank you very much. Okay. I think I will move on and talk to the gentleman in the very loud suit.
The gentleman in the very loud suit.
Yeah.
Okay. Approaching him is easy enough. He appears very outgoing, very into himself.
Yeah, sounds about right. So,
why else would you dress like this right there?
Yeah.
He is in the 1930s. He's rich enough to be called eccentric. If he were any poorer, he'd be considered boorish.
Yeah. Okay. Fun. Okay, so I'm going to I will go up to him and I will compliment him on his fine choice of attire and how wonderful it is to see such a beautiful splash of colour in amidst all the grey suits that are filling the room.
Thank you. Oh,
yes.
These Americans. Oh, so dull, so unrefined. I cannot possibly do it, but imagine all of this was an Italian accent. If I try an Italian accent, my Italian sister-in-law will fly here and kill me.
Yeah.
So use your own discretion.
Okay.
And yet it feels so accurate.
Am I?
Uh, your name, please. The one who can appreciate this.
I'm Clementine Wells, but you may call me Clem. All my friends do.
Oh, and of course we are now friends. This is how this works.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
This is how it works. Yeah. So, how do you know our lovely host?
As a person, no clue who he
How-
is. I am here for the auction.
I
How did you
see.
find out?
How did you
I
find out
actually-
about the auction?
A long, boring story. I deal in money. I sometimes gamble, venture capitalism, money laundering for the mob. The usual. I am currently between ventures and I needed entertainment, so I sent my people to find me entertainment.
Oh, so you came. Okay, right. So you would be buying this for yourself, or you
Oh,
want this for your
absolutely.
own? Yeah. Okay.
Sounds
Yeah.
like
Same.
quite the
Same.
adventure. If it's true, if it works, we shall see.
If it works. Have you seen it demonstrated before? Has it ever been demonstrated before?
It has not been demonstrated before. That is why I'm here today. Even
Okay.
if it is a lie, it is still fun.
True. Same. Yes. Good. Okay.
But you are
Hmm.
purchasing for yourself.
Yes.
A woman of eclectic taste, then?
Oh, yes. Private collection of very
What
interesting
else is in
things.
your collection? Tell me everything.
It's none of your business. Moving on now.
Hush, hush, I understand. Very good.
But, yeah. What else do we need to know? I feel like if we ask people, they're just going to say
The same thing.
very similar things
Yeah.
about this.
Yeah, my head's empty. The only thing that I could think is like being trapped in a room with venture capitalists is the horror of this game.
Mhm. They're not all venture capitalists. There's at least one weapons dealer in here.
I assumed there might be an arms dealer or two hiding out. I imagine some like
yeah,
there might be
something called the disintegrator.
yeah, there might be some like covert ambassador or something who wants it for other reasons.
I think
I
one
don't
of
know.
these guys has the
One of them's
nickname
gotta be
Merchant
CIA,
of Death.
right?
You know, I mean,
Oh,
we're not.
Which one's
they're,
that?
yeah, that
I'm
sounds like a fun one.
That is for you to find out, my darling.
Oh,
Okay.
For now, though, we're just gonna cut back to a different floor and watch Delphinium break into some rooms.
Dun, dun,
yes.
dun.
I'm sure nothing can go wrong with this.
Nothing ever goes wrong.
Nothing can possibly go wrong.
I'm ready.
Are you? Tell me
Yeah.
which room is your first target.
So I am eyeing the suites, which are on the bottom
Your
part
floor?
of the floor. Yeah, of my
Mhm.
floor. I'm going to start with the one that is closest to me, so on the right side. Also, because it's close to the stairs, hopefully I will hear people coming and I will be able to hide. So I am ready.
You are ready. Let's start with stealth.
Okay. Okay. Don't let me down. 42.
Oh, good. That's a total success.
Yes.
Nice. So at least you managed to check the stairs, look around the corner.
Mhm.
Yeah. Currently undetected. Make your way to your suite.
Okay.
Well, your target suite. It's definitely not yours.
I do a dramatic tiptoe to the door. I'm ready.
I should have seen this coming, and yet I did not load up any Pink Panther music. I'm so sorry.
Aw.
That is my failing
Come
as a
on.
DM.
No.
I apologize. I'll have it ready next week, I swear.
Okay.
Actually, I might still have it in a playlist somewhere. For now, tell me how you're approaching this door.
So yes, I have checked the stairwell to make sure that no one's coming. Thankfully, the
Yep.
lobby is empty because the staff in this place is deplorable. The halls seem to be
a little
clear.
bit distracted.
Yes. The halls seem to be clear. It seems all of the focus is on that dining room and the basement, which it seems like the second floor is kind of empty. The music. And then
Found it for you.
I listen to the door to make sure no one is inside. And then I pull
Pretty
out
sure
my
that calls
lockpicks.
for. I think.
I'm ready.
I'm pretty sure listen is also a skill. So why don't you roll a listen before you pick out those lockpicks?
35.
35, and your listen is 55. So once again, a success. So that means, sadly, that I am contractually obligated to inform you that you do hear someone behind the door. I would have loved for you to just barge in there, but you specified that you listened. There is absolutely someone in this room.
Uh-huh. Okay. Then I would like to... I have a hotel room key, right?
Yes.
I would like to use my key, which is to the wrong room, on this door. They will open it, and I will pretend that I am drunk. I smell like wine because I have spilled wine on myself, and say
Genius.
that I'm lost.
Okay.
Like, Beauty and
Is
brains.
this not my room?
Package.
Okay, so technically the lock doesn't quite work indeed. If you want to, you can... Because you can... I don't think you can intimidate a lock. That seems...
Unless I lockpick and then lie and say that I guess they gave me the wrong key.
just
or
hold
something.
your key in your hand. Yeah,
Sure.
perfect.
Okay. I'm gonna
roll
do that.
locksmith.
Locksmith.
Locksmith. You have locksmith.
Imagine if it works. Though, how are you
29.
going to justify
I don't know.
29. Can
I don't
I make a suggestion rules-wise?
Yes.
If you use a luck point, you turn the regular success into a hard success.
Mm,
Okay.
okay.
And why not?
Which has advantages in the rest of this scene.
Okay. Then why not?
Okay. Spend the luck.
Yes.
Make it a hard success.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Opens suspiciously smoothly. It's almost like it does fit on this door. And you stumble into this room.
Okay. Who's inside?
You see, shockingly, it's almost like it's the 1930s. You see another man. Late 60s, maybe early 70s. Tall, pretty white hair. Pretty white, not pretty, comma white. Kind of tired. Black tailcoat, white tie. Looks kind of stuffy and old-fashioned, honestly. Jumps as you enter into the room. This is not your room.
Then why does my
I'm
key
sorry.
work?
Did your key work?
I mean, I'm in here.
It
Did it not work?
It shouldn't have worked.
This is the key that the front desk gave me. Is this not my room?
No, I am certain that this is not your room because I am unpacking the gentleman's trunk, and you are not the gentleman whose trunk I am unpacking. Oh, this is all wrong. I promise this will go off on it. Please, why don't you join me at the office and we can sort all of this out and we'll get you your actual room key.
But I already have my room key. Honestly, they have been giving bottomless wine.
They also should not have been over-serving. Oh, they don't.
Yes, they've been giving bottomless wine in the dining room, and I'm very tired, and I very clearly have a key to this particular room. I am going to take a nap. I would like a nap.
Roll fast talk.
Oh, God. Please.
You still got luck points. It's fine.
No. This did not go well. 85.
85. He is not convinced by our gonna like. He's sort of like, pulls himself together, remembers that he is in fact the manager of this hotel, stands up straight, and goes, "No, this will not do. We will go sort this out."
Okay, well then can I go find my my boss in the dining room? Because maybe she can remember where our room is.
You are hired help, of course. Please, yes. Remove
Thank
yourself.
you. Cool. Thanks for the chat. What's your name, by the way?
Mr. Gardner.
Handsome? Oh.
You call him handsome, you see like part of his soul leave his body.
That might be my defense mechanism. It's just flirting with everybody. Okay.
When in doubt. I mean, it's worked for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Sadly, he seems both not just immune, but also just.
I mean,
like
I didn't say I was a good flirt.
No, it's very much retired boomer looking at a Gen Z. Just kids these days. Please go see to your boss. Nobody wants to work anymore.
Before I get hauled out, what exactly? What is he unpacking? Like, what can I see?
What you can
before
see.
I'm forced to flee.
He is unpacking a rather small. Like he called it a trunk, but it's more of an overnight bag.
Mm-hmm.
And it's ugly suits. Roll spot hidden.
Spot hidden. Okay.
See how much you can see as you're being politely but implacably ushered out.
0-3. Huh.
Wow, that is an amazing success. You see...
Even with a little demonic symbol.
Oh, perfect. That is so fitting.
Uh-huh.
I think what would catch Delphinium's eye the most is the absolute stack of dollar bills.
Ooh.
Someone came to buy
cash.
with cash. Someone came to buy that thing with cash.
Not even with
Nice.
No bank bonds,
play.
no signed money transfers. Someone came with cash.
Okay.
Screw the actual thing. Like, I think you should just take that.
No.
Who cares about the disintegrator?
I'm enticed by the disintegrator. I have my own personal reasons for why I would like it.
Oh.
That's not worrisome at all.
Okay, so I am going to leave before he gets mad and kicks me out. And I'm going to scurry my way down to the dining room before I get in trouble to see Clem.
Leading question. In that same soiled blouse?
Yes. I'm
Yes.
too excited. Too excited.
Perfect. No, noted. Just good to know. You scurry your way back into the dining room, where Clementine is, I think, still in the charming claws of an Italian mob money laundering financier.
Oh, I missed the mob thing. Is he looking for a partner? Never mind, not the time.
Like I said, over
Get
his
in
shoulder is a tall man with the same complexion who looks like someone just strangled his dog, but he is very attentive.
Does he have a business card?
Absolutely
I'm just
not.
about to
Leaving
ask.
no, nothing, no paper trails. That's how the taxmen get you.
That's fair. That's very true. Okay. I will find them later.
They're hard to miss.
Okay. So I'm going to ask why you haven't changed. but yeah.
I had a better idea. I couldn't change. I had to go with it. And I found the manager. Very sketchy.
Ah, useful. Did you? Okay. Shall we divide and conquer together? Well, we're both here now.
Yes. Let's do it.
Okay.
Divide and conquer together.
Well,
Explain to me what the
Divide
setup
and
is
conquer
in a
as a team.
yeah,
You know?
yeah. So like,
Okay,
do you want? So okay. So we should
words,
pick
y'all.
someone to kind of. We need to find that. I think we need to find this. I've heard there's an arms dealer here. We should probably go and find that person.
Yeah. Okay, so we should look for the most boring, uninteresting person in the room
Yes.
because they're probably the arms dealer.
Yeah, someone who looks like an estate agent.
Like an accountant. Like an
Like an
accountant.
accountant.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
We've already identified the lawyer.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, and the person who's running the auction and his wife. We're just talking to the
Italian mob.
Correct. I hope you're
Okay.
taking notes because there'll be a pop quiz next week.
Right. So now we need to go and find I don't know, that gentleman, the one that looks really boring. Let's go for that one. I point across the room at some random person.
Roll luck.
Okay.
Her
Is that
or
with
me?
me?
Or both?
Or
Okay.
Clementine in this case.
me?
Okay.
Right. With a D100, right?
Yes.
Do, 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 do. Did I do it? Sorry, that didn't.
Did you do it?
No, there it is. 18.
18. Nice.
Ooh.
Your eye is drawn to. I like how in NPC descriptions for the 1930s they make nice comments about people with facial hair, whereas I, as a person, hate it. So every time they're like, he is very fetching with his neatly trimmed walrus mustache, and I'm like, but I have to make it sound like it's a good thing.
That's the guy.
That's the guy.
Oh yeah.
Indeed, that's the guy.
Walrus.
Sort of waxes the ends while he appears behind bushes.
Light build, thinning brown hair, the aforementioned neatly trimmed walrus mustache.
Mustache.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll me another spot hit, then you can both roll this one as soon as you decided this is the man you're going to talk to.
Okay. 33.
33.
67.
67. So, Delphinium fails.
Of course.
Unless you spend 2 to 3 luck to get under your 65. Or you can just coast on Clem's 33. Oh, you can. She has 25. No, you both fail.
Cool.
I would suggest spending maybe those 3 luck points to get a success. Just
Or
Yeah.
or accept that you're just walking up to this man. It's perfectly fine.
Or
Nothing is
I
weird
can
here.
talk to you about something and accidentally spill wine on him too. No.
Definitely
I
worked.
already have on myself. I already have it on myself, but
I'm going to point out that no one has offered you more wine at this point.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Okay.
You have
Okay,
no
is
wine to spill. Staff is actively avoiding you with all alcohol. You can have a seltzer or some water with a lime.
I mean, I can do
Oh.
a seltzer. Spilling. No,
I have a question. This being the 1930s and everyone smokes indoors. Who's
Absolutely.
smoking? Is this guy smoking?
Pretty much everybody is smoking.
Perfect. So I have a
Also,
cigarette
technically,
case.
you have a cigarette case. Also, technically, the reason that they're being, now that Delphinium has shown not to be able to hold their liquor, it's also prohibition. If you wander out and get caught as a sloppy drunk, this entire place is getting shut down because it's prohibition.
Are we in America?
If you cannot drink responsibly, yes, this is in New England, America. Hence.
Oh right, okay, yeah, I forgot.
So
that.
if they cannot handle their liquor, they are cut off. We are not risking our moonshine wine business.
Oh, I'm from London. Like normally, that's just weird to me. So
It's completely wild to me, but it's extra
Slipped
fun
my
to play with
mind.
people who don't understand. I had to
That's
check when
brilliant.
Prohibition started and ended for several Call of Cthulhu campaigns now. It's very funny.
Oh, can I just go up and ask him for a light for my cigarette?
I like that plan better. Hmm.
Absolutely. He
Be like, hey.
produced.
Yeah,
Naturally.
that's okay. That's what I'm gonna do. So I go up and ask him for a light.
Produces a lovely engraved gold-plated gold Zippo.
I
Beautiful.
would have to
Cigarette?
test it with my teeth.
I would be like, oh, okay, that's an interesting engraving on that lighting. Mine is engraved by Bella Lugosi.
Fascinating.
So I see, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, mine is
I read-
just plain old decoration. I wanted it to look like a family crest, but my family doesn't have a crest, so I picked one out of the jeweler's book.
That's an interesting admission. Yeah, I can tell now that we're in
He
America.
gives you like he gives a little aren't we scamps kind of wink.
Yeah.
To me
No, I
or
really
her?
have one.
Clem, absolutely Clem.
Okay.
Not
me.
That's cool. Yeah.
Not
I
this
really
kind
have
of
one.
scam. Okay.
Cool. What's his accent? Is he American? I assume. I don't know. I assume there's a lot of people in the room,
Yeah.
so he might not be.
Blandly American. It might you're not
Generic
sure, although
American.
very generic American. To the point where you think maybe studied American.
Oh, all right.
You're not sure. It's
Okay,
it's the
so it could
kind of American where you think lived here or coached.
Oh no, but you like film stars kind of went for the
Exactly.
American film stars had that accent, so I'm like, oh, okay. So I probably heard that a lot in Hollywood anyway.
Is he an actor?
Oh, well,
no, he's trying very
he's the
hard.
answer.
You've heard a few words, but he is sounding. You know how some people look too average? He's just painting middle class businessman on everything, and that might be true or it might be a front. You don't know, but especially as a trained actor, there's a little something of someone told him not to roll his R at some point.
Okay, cool.
Well, who would send
interesting.
a spy / assassin / paid actor to this auction? How many other of these people are paid actors as well? What if it's just inflating the value of never mind? Not the time.
Oh no, yeah, no, like people don't know who they're bidding against, so
yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna ask him what he's
I will point out that on the little card you got with the time schedule.
Is it nearly 6 o'clock?
Where you're getting close to 6 o'clock, and also the bidding is blind. There's no paddle, so driving up the bidding is very difficult because it's blind auction.
Okay.
So we just have to throw out an amount of money and hope for the best.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just putting it out there before Delphinium's brain train with how many paid actors are here to inflate the price. It is a blind auction.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so everyone is here to buy it, I think.
That is their plan.
Okay. I'm going to ask him what he does. Just going to go for it.
I'm on board with that.
For it.
Yeah. So what do you do?
Buying, selling. I'm a senior partner, recently promoted. Just trade between businesses and governments.
I see. Yeah, I think we found the guy. So yeah, I don't know if he would. Obviously, he's not going to tell us, but like, what's your interest in the item? I suppose it's a good question.
Honestly, my firm sent me here. I'm not even entirely sure what it does. But
Well, we're about to find out at 6 o'clock.
Exactly. I was mainly here to attend a demonstration. with not as much of a focus on the auction.
Did you
Oh,
travel
I see.
far to get here? That
Oh,
train must have taken you forever.
I mean, it depends on what one might call far.
Good point. I don't have much more to say.
Deflected.
That's
Like-
the end of my questioning.
Okay. How did you get
It-
to hear about it? I assume the same way all of us
Like I
did
said,
through mutual friends.
like I just said, I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Clementine.
Clementine. Like I said, Clementine, my boss sent me, so I heard about it in our Monday morning meeting.
Are you by yourself?
Oh, heaven forbid. And he gestures behind him to the two people you failed to notice before. Some gentlemen nearby. Again, one that looks a little more brawn than brain, to put it nicely. And someone who looks...
I like him dumb.
Yeah, so one of them looks look, the thing is, he doesn't look dumb, but he does look... No, I'm gonna let you have another go at this spot hidden now that your attention has been drawn to them.
Okay.
Let's see what you see.
61. No. Oh,
Under
yes.
under 65, so yes. The brawny looking person is
Mhm.
clean shaven. The navy blue suit looks like it could pass a dress inspection. Nearly expressionless face. Looks about as fun as a brick. But everything screams military.
Mhm.
Okay.
The other person that was being gestured at, the absolute opposite. Unkempt, overweight, constantly fidgeting, has a what's the word, legal pad that he keeps scribbling notes on.
Oh, he's the
Mhm.
admin guy.
Yes.
I-
My personal assistant and my I don't suppose I'm allowed to call him a secretary anymore. My secretary.
It's
Do you
the
do-
30s. Fine.
Yeah. Do you do a lot of auctions?
It's true.
Is like
No,
that
honestly,
your sole job
normally it's
function?
our first auction. Very excited.
Uh-huh. So what's your budget looking like?
I feel like it would be against my own interest to tell you that. But good question.
Worth a try.
What's your budget like?
You can't even fathom.
Similarly,
Can't even fathom. Interesting choice of words.
whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. Now that is something we might be in agreement about.
Well, is it nearly 6 o'clock? I think it would be.
I'd say we're
Yeah.
looking at about quarter to
Time to
6-ish. Like if you wanted
Okay.
to start heading outside and looking at where they're setting things up, that would absolutely be a
Yeah,
good
I
let's
think
get a
we
good
should do
spot.
that. Yeah, I want to see what it's like and how big it is and how it's being set up. So yeah, sure.
I don't think you. I still don't think you asked him his name.
Oh no,
but he-
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yes, I didn't
he'll-
catch your name.
because I
Or your
haven't
secretary.
given it yet.
Oh.
Ernest Kepler.
Ah, well, that's
Uh,
lovely chatting to you, Ernest. And sorry, and your secretary.
Brown. Yes. Good at what he does. Shall we? He
Mhm.
offers his arm politely because one should escort two
Yes.
otherwise unescorted guests, I suppose.
Is he offering an arm to me too, or?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I will point out that Clem is getting the right arm, so you're stuck on the left. The less,
I am fine with the left. I would like to throw a glare at the lawyer for dissing me earlier.
Oh, the lawyer glares back.
That's the second enemies to lovers after the butler. The arcs
Yeah.
continue.
The second part
Um,
in the second part it becomes a why choose, and it's just one big mess.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, so we head out to the rear garden then.
You do.
Good.
In the rear garden, they are assembling what is it? It's being wheeled out on one of those trolleys that they transport oversized trunks on at a train station. It's
Okay.
currently being covered with a very heavy-looking tarpaulin.
Hmm.
It's pretty big.
How big?
Well, like,
Why don't I show you a
Like-
picture? Yeah, no, why don't
Yeah.
I have there's art
yeah,
of
that's
this
the
thing.
picture of it.
Is it like the size of like, I don't know, a large cat, or is it like an industrial printer?
I would call it larger than a cat, yes.
Okay.
It's on a trolley though, right? So yeah.
Yeah. I'd say
Oh,
about
okay.
it reaches
Ooh,
about
okay.
eye height. About eye height for an average
I mean, it looks like a
European. Let's-
camera, doesn't it?
Mhm.
Looks like a
Okay. Mhm.
kind of like a film camera.
Selfie
Oh.
time. Okay.
so they
No,
start
not with this thing. I think that would be a very bad idea.
Kidding. Uh-huh.
It is
Okay.
described as a camera-like ensemble, so that part is absolutely correct. They're gonna start putting it together, or rather getting it off of the trolley, removing the tarpaulin, making sure the feet are steady.
Mhm.
There's a copper rope cabling to like a gasoline-powered electrical motor.
Oh God,
So yeah, it needs energy direct.
that's
I'd
Okay,
say
that.
if
Mhm.
Heavy
Delphinium
duty.
is like going, where does that, can I fit it in a dress pocket? It looks to weigh a solid 50 pounds at least.
Well,
we're
originally
gonna
my
need to-
thoughts were to steal it and then use it on my future heists as like a getaway method, but
It might
that
be a little
clearly is not
unwieldy for that.
working.
No.
Yeah.
You can't
No.
cat burgle your way into a museum with this on your back.
Oh no, I steal
Or-
real cats.
Or with
Not
a
like gems. I take cats.
crazy cat lady part 2. I'm just very
Yeah.
excited for the mental image of you like trying to get into a cattery while pulling a baggage trolley behind you.
Precisely, it's not going to work. So
Oh,
give it
The
up.
generator itself is even heavier.
yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't think, considering the fact that you're both technically female presenting, that either of you would have seen a lot of action in the Great War.
No.
How old am I? I'm 36, and it's the 1930s. So no,
No,
I would be too young to have been a nurse on the front.
Yeah.
so.
I think so.
Question for the disintegrator, what is it aimed at? Like, if it looks kind of like a projector or a camera, what is it?
Yeah, what are they
Aimed at.
twisting it on?
Currently, it's not aimed at anything, but you
Okay.
see 2 other attendants dragging out a presumably marble statue of one of those funerary angels.
Oh, nice.
Mhm.
It's got a bit Doctor Who in here now. Yeah.
I do
Right.
love the. Just don't
Yeah.
blink. Blink and you're dead. No, I don't think that's a copyright strike. We should be fine.
Doesn't count.
Doesn't count. It's put together. The statue is dragged out. You are invited to inspect not so much the device itself, like maybe don't touch it, but you can look at it. You're also
Mhm.
invited to really check out that statue. Right? Like a
Okay.
magician asking you up on stage, like there's no trickery here, there's no mirrors, there's no smoke
It's not
machines. So
plaster. Yeah.
exactly. So you can go touch the statue, try to move the statue. That's all. You're invited to do whatever you want to make sure that you know it is a statue.
Okay.
You can. Yeah, you're not supposed to touch the machine. It doesn't look very healthy. Like you might get a little zapped.
Does look a bit rickety, doesn't it? A bit like that generator looks quite ropey.
Yeah.
The generator, I mean, imagine Clem has a fairly large house with gardens. It would look like something that would power one of the original gas-powered lawn mowers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. No, I don't want to be touching that.
I have an idea.
I've never touched a gas-powered lawnmower, so.
I mean,
go on.
The worst that can happen is that it explodes a little bit.
Actually, never mind.
No, you don't want to explode a little bit?
Oh, no. I was thinking about my idea. Oh, I mean, also,
no, what was your
yes,
idea?
I don't want to explode a little bit. I was wondering if I should try the basement again, now that everyone is outside for the demonstration, but I might miss some things for the demonstration that are useful.
Possible.
So, never mind.
Yeah, also that guy is probably still guarding the basement.
Still mopping. Yeah.
Still mopping that same spot.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Should we inspect the statue? Make sure that it's like poke it.
You inspect the statue. I'm gonna inspect the people inspecting the statue.
Oh, meta inspections.
Yeah.
Can you pick their pockets? Well, just see if they've got anything
Oh,
interesting.
I 100% can pick
like
their
a wallet,
pockets.
like ID or something.
I have been restraining myself since we walked through the door.
Amazing.
Why would anyone carry their ID when they're going to an
I know.
illegal? Oh, never mind.
Or like,
please, by all means, try. No, try.
Please.
Okay.
You don't know, like photo of their pet, something to leverage later.
I would like to begin with the Italian. Oh no, never mind, because he has the mob with him. Never mind.
Choosing the walrus man is not.
Yeah,
I mean, two guys.
I mean,
you could have a go at room keys. You could try and get their room keys.
I could,
and then that would help later. Maybe.
But who do I start with? So the Italian has the mob people with him.
Well, who do we think has the best chance of winning the auction?
Maybe the arms dealer, because he works with governments and stuff, so he probably has more money than just an Italian who probably has gambling debts, honestly. He said gambling. His words.
He did. Yeah, do you want to see if you can get... Well, he won't be carrying the room key. I bet his secretary will be carrying it. I don't feel like he's the man who carries his own room keys.
That's true. Yes, I would like to start with the secretary of the arms dealer.
Secretary of the arms dealer. And you're observing or actively pickpocketing?
I would like to actively pickpocket.
Beautiful. Fortunately, roll. Do you have pickpocket, or do you want to put it on your stealth?
Do I have pickpocket?
Oh, no, sleight of hand, actually. Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand? Okay.
Sleight of hand.
Don't let me down. 31.
31. Let me just roll to see if Mr. Brown notices you. That's not a bad score. That is a 52 under 70. Your fingers creep into his pocket, only to be met with a sharp slap of a legal notepad. I will thank you to keep your hands to yourself.
I have nothing to say.
Pinch his
I
ass
didn't anticipate being caught.
I just go straight for that. But...
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Nerve of some people. Ridiculous.
Sticky fingers, what can I do? Okay, so what next?
I will
perhaps a nice reinterment.
usher you away.
Okay.
He's
Ushered
just
away.
thinking boarding school, prison,
Yeah.
all kinds of things we can do. Never mind. It's not worth it. We're here for the disintegrator. Clem, you have Delphinium back in hand, arm in arm, hand in hand. Pick something.
Okay. So can we talk to the person standing next to us? And I'll try and maneuver Delphinium to go the other side of that person and see if we can get anything out of them.
Yeah.
Sure. I will. I feel obligated as your keeper to point out that we are getting extremely close to demonstrations. Like people are doing the little half circle around.
Oh, we should move. Okay, we should move into a good spot then, I think.
Yeah.
The people who wanted have been tapping the statue.
So it's a real thing. Good.
The men did the thing, when barbecue dads discuss how much a piece of steak weighs, they did that with the marble statue. Like, oh, that's at least 200 pounds.
As we get into position, can I stand uncomfortably close to the arms dealer's secretary to maybe peer over his shoulder? He's already going to be annoyed with me, but I will keep my hands where he can see them, so he will be hopefully distracted with my hands and not notice me looking at the legal pad.
At what he's writing.
Yeah.
All right. Absolutely fine. Clem, any subversive actions to take?
I think I will go and stand by, what's her name? Emmeline, the wife of the auction man, and try and see if she's actually happy or how disgruntled she is.
Oh, I have a question. The people, so we know, for example, the auctioneer has his wife, the arms dealer has some people from his company. Is everyone kind of in these small groups? Or I guess maybe we need to pay more attention to figure it out.
If you're just looking at if people are clumping up or anything, that's not like a roll.
Okay.
There are a few small groups. There's also a few people that are
stragglers.
Just standing alone. Like they're all in that half circle because clearly this is the moment and nobody wants to miss it. But not everyone is there with someone. There are people there alone.
Perfect. Okay. No one will look for them. Cool.
That might not necessarily be true because they are on the list.
I mean, yeah, but after the fact.
But after the fact. Yep.
Okay, I'm ready for the demonstration. Woo!
Everybody's ready for the demonstration. Perfect. Everything's set up. Nothing terrifying is going on. Beautiful. Mr. Pelfrey rolls up. Sounds like he's some kind of Autobot. Struggles his way over to this fabulous device.
Mm-hmm.
I can even show you some art of this demonstration.
Oh.
There we go.
Ooh.
Give you a sense of scale of what's going on here.
Stunning.
Pelfrey, like he said before, his assistant set it up, did the tarpaulin, but he sort of shuffled them aside and is operating the machine itself. There's a lot of faffing around. Like, it's not push button destroy target. There is more to it apparently, or at least that's what he's making it look like. But eventually he's like, all right, make sure no one's between the machine and the statue. And as he presses one final button, a rather blinding light comes out of this machine and destroys this angel statue. And I'll take a spot hidden from both of you.
Okay. 58 for me.
80 for me. 80.
Clem, you're just blinded. There's spots in your vision, and it's just awful.
Yeah, can't see anything.
Delphinium, as you look into the light of this beam and as you see this statue crumble, you're not sure if it's an after effect of the light, but you are certain that as the statue disintegrates, as the machine promised it would do, there is a weird echoing scream coming from somewhere. And you're pretty sure that just for a moment, every light in the hotel goes out.
Oh,
comes
God.
back up as the disintegrator finishes firing.
Okay.
No
I
one
don't like
else
the
seems
sound
to
of
have
the
noticed
scream,
anything. Mr. Pelfrey goes, told you it works. I will...
Okay.
If anyone has another object that you would like to use for a secondary demonstration, if you still believe the statue might have been doctored, please, and put anything on, put it in front of the machine. I'll prove to you that it works.
Ooh. How
Go ahead.
sorry, how precise is this thing?
It looked like
yeah.
it looked like a fairly wide beam.
Yeah, it did. Like,
it's not laser pointed. Like, it was enough to cover a full-sized angel.
Statue, yeah. I was looking at the art, like, that's... Yeah,
Question. And this might be very granular, but so this is taking place in the rear gardens. Yep. What about the plants behind the statue on like the very edge of the beam? Like,
oh, those look like shit.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. So it's stretched quite far out, right? It's got.
It seems like there's a bit of a fallout zone as well.
Ooh, right. So this is bad. This is like a very bad thing.
I mean, you're pretty sure it's not a hoax anymore.
Yeah, that definitely. Okay, so I need to ask Delphinium if they noticed anything during the demonstration to get that information from them, because I couldn't see a thing, and obviously I didn't hear anything. Just like
yeah, so the lights went out.
Tell me that.
There was some shrieking going on.
Oh God.
Yeah, just a little screeching noise, probably.
As you're saying that, the account of the secretary that you are way too close to, who can overhear literally everything you're saying because you are in his aura, goes, screaming, lights. You've gone quite daft. Nothing of the sort happened.
Bite me, old man. Okay.
Such wild imaginations.
They just had too much wine, don't worry about them.
Typical. Perhaps a table as another demonstration or something.
A table? Okay.
A table sounds fine.
Do you have anything better? And staff members are like dragging out a little coffee table.
Oh, so we cannot volunteer the secretary.
You can try, but it's going to be a little more likely that you end up as the sacrifice.
Yeah. Honestly, so many people already don't seem to like me. I should probably.
I wouldn't.
Like maybe if, as the person who is the least liked right now, maybe don't start the chant for human sacrifices. Putting it out
Not
there.
Yet. Not yet. Okay.
I feel like we could start with a goat or something at least. Like just the leftovers.
Okay.
Put on a bar.
So we'll start with the table. We'll upgrade to a goat.
People are bringing out a little table.
Put the goat on the table.
Everyone seems shocked and appalled that you assume they would have goats here.
They have horses.
Yeah, or a horse.
Do they?
Well,
did you check if they have horses?
Horses.
The stable was turned into a garage.
That's a good point.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Sad. But yeah, the table is dragged in front of the disintegrator. It's aimed down a little bit. And once again, flip the switch. Big bright beam of light. I would like some more spot hiddens.
Have we got did someone give us a thing that would help with rolls, like a minus? Did someone give us a minus 1d6 each?
I think you already used those. I'm looking at Eva because I think you each got one and you both used them.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I forgot already.
You get a party helpful D6, so you'd have to pick which one of you uses it.
Right.
You can fight over it.
That's okay.
Don't shake your head at me, Eva. I'll bite him one if it didn't happen. I still owe them an item anyway.
I don't mind if
They each get one.
Oh, they each get one.
Oh, so those are ones you already used.
Cool.
Never mind. Okay, cool.
I'm sure you'll be fine. What's the worst that can happen?
Okay, so I'm rolling 39.
Ooh.
39.
Oh yeah, and I got 72, so.
Okay. So the 72 fails. So this time you don't necessarily notice anything out of the ordinary. Like your ears are like primed for that screaming sound, and you're like kind of arrogant. Nothing strange seems to happen. Clem, on the other hand, not so much screaming as well as more as sort of distant chanting, almost.
Oh.
And the lights in the hotel stay on, but you can still see the moon from where you are. The moon does seem to briefly be covered by something.
Of course.
Oh my god.
It's like the moon disappears behind a cloud, but there's no clouds.
Oh my god, are we like reality phasing here? That sounds quite cool.
Spicy.
Oh, that reminds me. Can I have con saving throws, please?
We have what?
Just roll a D100 and tell me what you get. It's fine.
That what? Oh, 80.
Oh, wow, that is almost a fumble.
I have exactly 40.
Okay.
40.
Delphinium, made of somewhat stronger stuff. You're okay. You're okay-ish. It's still, everything's a little weird, and second time wasn't as bad as the first one. Maybe you did imagine the first weird.
Yeah.
Just a little in your mind. Can Clem please roll me one of those lovely D10s that we talked about before?
Ooh, Clem, you're in danger.
6.
Perfect. You take 6 constitution damage.
Oof.
Which means your constitution drops from 45 to 39. Which is also bad for your hit points.
Question. Is everyone else struggling a little bit? So I'm feeling okay, a little dazed. Did I hear the thing? Did I not? But what about everyone else? Like, how is my buddy, the secretary, doing?
It's a valid question. If you look around, Clem isn't looking too hot anymore.
No.
Insofar as she ever looked hot to begin with. Let's find out how Mr. Brown is doing. Mr. Brown's perfectly fine.
Why? Okay, what about everyone else? How's everyone else with the arm dealer?
What about the guy who looks really ill? The actual guy doing the auction. Is he looking looking worse?
The difference between terrible and awful is too small a notice.
Gotcha.
His wife looks mainly worried, not so much. But again, those plans also looked deeply unhealthy after that first attempt. And there's here and there, some people are looking a little pale, noticeably sweating. And Mr. Pelfrey is gonna, I think that is quite enough to prove that my machine is real. The mists are creeping in, and I, for one, prefer not to catch cold. Let's all head back inside.
Okay.
And we can start the auction. And we'll actually be doing that next week because we are already running out of time in the real world.
Boom. Cool.
See, nothing too awful this time. Just someone losing a fair amount of hit points, actually.
Clem is struggling, yeah.
Clem is struggling already.
But it's okay.
It's fine. It's fine. We will
My
open...
sanity is still quite high.
Oh, you didn't
For
let me finish
now.
my sentence. We're opening next week with your sanity rolls.
Yay!
Because you know, the whole question, are we phasing through reality? That would be enough to trigger a sanity roll. But I thought those are fun for next week.
Okay. Cool.
Next week we'll be back with the rest of this game. Of course, our intrepid adventurers are going to successfully get this disintegrator and return to their employer. No shenanigans, no horror. Everything will be fine. I might be lying.
Maybe a little shenanigans.
Maybe some shenanigans. Look, we love shenanigans on this channel. It'll be perfectly fine. We're going to go around and let our lovely authors do their sign-offs, tell us who they are, what they're plugging, if anything. It's not mandatory, but please shout out your favorite things. And then I'm going to assume my tech gremlin is going to send me a list of everything I have to plug, and it'll be wonderful. Let's do reverse order just to shake things up. Jamison, who are you? Where can they find you? What are you up to?
Hello, I am Jamison Shea. Again, I'm a YA author of a horror book called I Feed Her to the Beast, and the Beast is Me. This is my book. You can find me at Wicked Jamison on pretty much everything. And yeah, that's it.
Beautiful. I hope you had fun today.
I did.
Good. When you confirmed that you would be on this, I had just finished binging your book in 10 hours. And people are
So
like,
good.
people are like,
Genuinely
Anniek,
so good.
didn't you just finish that book in half a day? I went, shut up, we're going to be completely normal about this, and there will be an absolutely normal amount of fangirling.
Aw, thank you.
I absolutely loved your book.
Thank you.
Same.
But you're not the only amazing author we have on today. We also have
Correct.
Mel.
Hello. Yes, I was not prepared and did not bring. I think I probably have a copy of something lying around here, but
We have been showing your books on stream on the overlay the entire time we've been playing. They've been flashing in
you
and
don't
out.
need to see it. Grand.
They,
you know what it looks like.
by now, they should know what they look like. They've been there.
So I write as CM Rosens. I am at CM Rosens pretty much everywhere. CM.Rosens for Instagram. I don't know why, that was a whim. And my first two books, The Crows and 13th, have been picked up by Canelo Books, and they are being reissued by Canelo in 2024. So The Crows is going to come out in May and of 2024 now, and 13th will come out October next year. So that's really cool. It is a trilogy, so The Day We Ate Grandad came out this year. And I got a load of stuff. I've also got a Ko-fi sale running all of October, so you can go to my Ko-fi, which is ko-fi.com/CM Rosens, because it's that everywhere. And it's 10 quid for literally every ebook I've put out, everything. So all the short stories that are out that aren't, in anthologies that I don't have the rights to. I think it's something like all 3 novels. There's 2 novellas, or 1 novella and a novelette, and then there's like all the short stories and everything in a bundle for 10 quid. I've also got a podcast called Eldritch Girl, so if you like audiobooks, you can listen to the novels as a read along. I don't do accents. I'm not a professional audio person. I just like talk to you for a bit. It's just like Auntie Mel telling stories. Yeah, they are. And I wrote a lot of them in there, so I was like, nah, it's just Auntie Mel telling stories for like
Beautiful.
30 minutes. But I've also got a lot of author interviews there as well.
Yep.
So yeah, that's Eldritch Girl, weird gothic stuff and nonsense, which is on all podcast platforms.
I absolutely love
That's
weird
me.
gothic stuff. It's already been posted in chat as well. Today we raised $120 for Project Hope. Our first goal is $150, which will hopefully hit at the start of next week. At which point we will do a giveaway of books by these amazing authors. So wins all around. My name is Anniek. I am not an author. I just run games for people and paint things from time to time. I do watercolors. And I love running horror games, and I'm very happy that this lovely channel lets me do that to my heart's content. Sometimes I try to run cute games. It always slides into horror anyway, but I try, I swear. But there are other people who run stuff on this channel, and I have been sent a schedule, fortunately, so I'm going to try and read this without making mistakes. Pray for me. Saturdays at 3 p.m. Pacific, we have Horizon's Call. However, they are off today, so they will not be following us, but they will be back next week. Sundays at 10 a.m. This is all Pacific. I'm just going to put it out there. My European heart can't handle this otherwise. Sundays 10 a.m. we have Humblewood, the Unwelcome Winter. It's a D&D 5th edition game where we all play, I'm in the game fortunately, where we play adorable woodland creatures who have to end a 5-year winter. We are not equipped for this, but we are going to try. On Sunday, this particular Sunday, we're doing for Spooky Month, a Night of Fright. Which, if I remember correctly, is that the Scooby-Doo one? It's a Scooby-Doo themed game, and I've already seen one of the cast members in a Scooby-Doo onesie, and you're going to want to see it. It is amazing. Thursday, the 26th, on here, 4 p.m. I mentioned it to my authors already. There will be a game of Sunken, which is nautical horror, where at the end of the game, death is the favorable outcome because everything else is a worse option. It'll be run by Mare, who is amazing at it, and it's very exciting. And then next week, on Saturday, this very time slot, we'll be back with part 2, and everything is going to go to hell in a handbasket. For now, we will be raiding out to Roll for Good, who are also playing a tabletop RPG. We hope everybody had fun, and hydrate, pet your pets, stretch, and for the love of everything, be nice to people.